You've heard the news about Ange Postecoglou losing his job as the manager of Tottenham Hotspur. No surprise, but certainly disappointing, especially after he'd just taken them to their first trophy in 17 years. But the Ange Postecoglou story is one of resilience. Here's why. He is a former Socceroo, having played for Australia's men's national team. He went on to coaching. His coaching delivered championships and titles here in Australia, in Japan, in Scotland, and then he moved on to the EPL with Tottenham Hotspur. So what's next for Ange Postecoglou? I want to take you back to an interview that was done some time ago when he was in charge of the Socceroos camp. What it shows you is when Ange realised there was only one path for him, the path that he has been following ever since. And it's a story of absolute resilience. Okay, I just happened to bump into the Socceroos coach, Ange Postecoglou.
Just hanging around the hotel foyer.
Exactly, that's what you do, you bump into people.
That's right.
Well, the IOC and FIFA knows all about that, you just hang around in lobbies, right? We won't go there. I said I was going to talk to you about something other than football, and you said to me you only have one interest, and that's...
Football, that's it.
I know that you've got something else you feel very passionate about.
What's that?
Your dad. Tell me about your dad. He must be the most special person in your life, is he?
Yeah, look, it's a funny relationship because, like most dads, I guess, of his era, tough love was his method of bringing me up, and I guess my sister as well. We had the common bond of football, and he's the one that kind of, opened that door for me, and I've led a blessed life because of his urgings and cajolings to make sure that I followed that path, and I'm forever grateful. But as I say quite often, he's a hard taskmaster. He's still my biggest critic, and to be fair, he's the only one that gets under my skin still. I just I cop it from him all the time.
There's a part in your book where you talk about, I think you came home with an AFL award, and you were pretty proud, looking forward to showing it to your dad. You showed it to him and didn't really cut through, did it?
Well, I mean, it's quite cruel when I think about it, because I was about 10, 11 years old, and I played footy for a term at school and got the most improved award, and kind of came home and I put it on the dinner table proudly, because that's kind of the only interaction I had with Dad during the week. And he sat down and he looked at it and he kind of squinted and he saw, that there was a player there, but then he saw the shape of the ball and it was oval, and he just wasn't impressed. And he kind of sat back in his chair and he just said, "Let's go outside and have a kick." And at the same time, I mean, I was gutted that he didn't think anything of it, but also kind of knew that there's only one path for me, and that's the other kind of football.
And really, the AFL was only your way as a kid of trying to fit in, wasn't it?
Yeah.
An immigrant, different cultural background. Coming here, having to learn new ways, new languages, not easy.
A surname like Postecoglou, it's hard to fit in, and footy was my way, Aussie rules was my way of fitting in, so I thought, all the kids are playing this, I'll do the same. But, again, I don't know whether it was part of my father's master plan or he just didn't know any better, but, when you are a kid trying to fit in and then you pick a sport that makes you stand out even further, it just builds up a resilience in you that I have, today, and I think works well in my favour because of that.
And I've seen those times when kids are so proud of something they've done and they don't get that recognition from their parents. It's hurtful, it's tough. But as you say, if he had welcomed that AFL award and you'd made that your path, you wouldn't be the Socceroos coach, would you? No,
that's exactly right. And look, I kind of... I'm obviously a parent now, and you have your own kids, and my parenting styles. I smother my boys. I tell them I love them every day. They can't do anything wrong. It's very hard for me to be hard on them because of how hard my father was on me. Yet, as you say, my journey is because of that sort of upbringing. So there is a balance there somewhere. And I guess it's a different world now than what we grew up in. But there's no doubt that. Him sort of making it really clear to me what the path was certainly made it easy for me then just to, as I said, he opened the door and then I just ran through it.
Ange Postecoglou, nice to bump into you.
Always a pleasure. Thanks, Trace.